The first thing you must get used to when driving the 2021 Karma GS6 is that absolutely no one will know what it is. They will think it's a Tesla. They will think it's a Jaguar. They will ask you about it. You'll explain it's a Karma, and as explanations go, it's not a particularly helpful one. They still won't know what you mean. I can't really blame people, though. Karma isn't a household name. Living on the East Coast, I've seen exactly 0 Karmas tooling around, and I don't think I've ever encountered a single piece of Karma automotive advertising. But the automaker's got big plans. It wants in on the EV pickup game, it has plans to launch an electric Tesla competitor, and it's aiming to sell more cars. For now, however, the GS6 is as real as any car you can buy and drive, and it's here for a piece of that hybrid car pie as we continually move toward a more electrified future. The good news is there aren't a ton of expensive, luxurious, sleek, and electrified sedans. The bad news is the ones that do exist are pretty damn great. In this regard, the Karma faces some tough competition. As always, the trick is seeing what it does better than the rest. 2021 Karma GS6L, by the numbers. Base price, as tested $85,700, $109,100. Powertrain, 1.5-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder 28 kWh battery 1-speed transmission rear-wheel drive. Horsepower, 536. Torque, 550 lb-ft. Curb weight, 5,043 pounds. Seating capacity, 4. Cargo volume, 6.4 cubic feet. Combined range, 328 miles, EST. EPA fuel economy, 70 mph combined city/highway 26 miles per gallon combined city/highway. Charge speed, 6.25 hours at 240 V. Quick take, a luxury hybrid sedan that looks incredible but is a bit cramped inside. A sedanified Viper. The GS6 is stunning to behold. Long, low, and swoopy, it almost has the proportions of a stretched and sedanified late-generation Dodge Viper. As I explained in my earlier AMA post, the Karma Automotive's cars look like the ill-fated Fisker Karma because they still use Henrik Fisker's design. After Chinese parts supplier Wanxiang Group bought Fisker Automotive in a bankruptcy auction, it renamed the company to Karma Automotive and produced its first production hybrid car in 2016 called the Karma Revero. After that came the Revero GT, which was quite expensive. This past winter, Karma decided to lower the price point of its cars by launching the GS6 line and promoted the Revero GT to a halo position. 3 cars make up the GS6 line, the base GS6 with a starting price of $85,700, the GS6L, for luxury, with a starting price of $95,700, and the GS6S, for sport, starting at $105,700. An all-electric version of the GS6, the GS6, will launch later this year. As standard, the GS6 and GS6L come with 21-inch wheels and Brembo brakes. The cars are what Karma calls extended-range electric vehicles. They are not plug-in hybrids, and the onboard, BMW-sourced gasoline engine, a 3-cylinder turbo affair, the same as what you got in the i8 and base Mini Cooper, does not power the wheels whatsoever. Rather, it powers the battery that drives the 2 motors, one for each rear wheel. There's a 28 kWh battery pack that can produce a claimed 80 miles of purely electric range. Combined with the gasoline engine, the GS6 can put down a claimed 328 miles. Piano motif. The GS6 is one of those cars that is giant on the outside and small on the inside. The trunk is shallow and oddly T-shaped, so flatter, boxy items work best here. And because the battery packs run along the center spline, there's a large central shaft that halves the interior. It makes sitting in the front seats, which are quite comfortable, a bit cramped, and the rear seats downright claustrophobic. The rear seats themselves are contoured so they cup your back and ass pretty aggressively, and there's a distinct feeling you're leaning against a big wheel arch because, well, you are. I will also note here, while I had no problems with headroom in the GS6, my 6-foot friend's head touched the ceiling when he leaned forward, even though he'd lowered the seat as far down as it would go. All that being said, interior quality is quite impressive. I thought the Rebel ceramic leather, a $3,800 option, and the carbon fiber trim, a $2,200 option, in the GS6L Karma loaned me were especially attractive, though I could already see scuffs on the white leather. But the black and white motif patterned fashionably on the seats. The things you pull and push on have some heft, and the doors shut with a nice, rich thud. The infotainment screen is large and easy to read, though I cannot unsee the wide-eyed, wide-mouthed surprise face with a black mustache when the screen is off. Unfortunately, it is through this touchscreen that you must adjust the car's wing mirrors. I suppose adjusting wing mirrors isn't something you do that often, so you don't have to deal with this a lot, but it felt like Karma's designers reinvented something that didn't need reinventing in the first place. The point here, I suspect, was to create a minimalist door handle design. The GS6's door only has one button on it, and it's the unlatch. The mirror adjustments and window buttons were moved to the center console, next to the cup holders.